Hey guys, excuse me, I'm all bundled up, ready to give you guys an update. It is feeling a bit colder out here, although it does feel calm. We've had on and off flakage, if you will, meaning there's been times where we've had this light snow like what we're seeing right now. See, that's kind of light snow. It's kind of hard to tell at least, but if you look kind of in some of the darker spots of the house, you could see very light snowflakes, which was the bulk of the precipitation that we had late last night into this morning. But then on occasion, we've even had some ice pellets or sleet. I could hear it up against our house. This was like about a couple hours ago, and even some big, like thick snowflakes out over in Broken Arrow. So we're kind of in this on and off precipitation pattern, at least through the rest of this early evening, and we're going to be waiting for some potential larger snow bands to develop as we get into this late this evening and especially into the overnight. So for folks who are just joining on, I'm Meteorologist Joie Bettenhausen. I'm all bundled up. One, because I've got my hair protected and all tucked in. We're going to be live on News Channel 8 at 10 or 10:30 p.m. tonight. Kirsten Lang and I will be tag teaming kind of a 30-minute weather show, if you will, bringing about all the kind of precipitation that we've had since late last night. We'll give you an update on snowfall totals. We'll talk about what we can expect through the overnight hours, and then when this stuff will all wrap up on Sunday. Of course, we're going to be talking about the cold temperatures too. Hey, Justin, good to see you. We're going to talk about the cold temperatures, how we're literally going to be below freezing for a morning low temperature on Monday, with wind chills in some spots, maybe around 20 below zero. That's definitely pretty cold for eastern Oklahoma. And then we're going to have some reporters in the field as well. They're going to give you an update on what they're seeing so far, maybe some snow in their area, road conditions, etc. I've been in the house kind of all day long, prepping for this newscast tonight, making sure everyone knows about the weather on our website as well as social media. But I will be venturing out in about an hour and 15 to head to the station. Shout out to my chief engineer, Ken Llewellyn, who's going to come pick me up. But that'll be my first time out on the roadway. So far, everything around my house looked okay, at least with people traveling. We saw that person across the street in the neighborhood get stuck this morning. That was around 7:30. But other than that, it looks like at least the roads near my neighborhood, people are taking it slow, but traffic's been moving all right. So we'll see how that goes. Julia, I did not mean to turn the ceiling fan on. I hit all the lights out here and forgot that the fan was one of them. I definitely don't need the extra burst of cold air, but we'll do another measurement real quick here. When I measured this morning in my backyard, it was 1.5 inches. So we've gotten a little bit of snow since then. Ooh, we're right at the 2 mark here. We'll do it again. See that we're like right at the 2 mark. Okay. 2 inches in Broken Arrow. We've seen in Porham 7 inches of snowfall, or 7.5. I think that was the highest total coming in. Most folks saw anywhere from about the 2 to 4, 2 to 5 range. And you may be wondering, okay, where's the rest of it, right? Well, as many of us have been saying, we had a lot of dry air to compete with. The dry air went out last night, and that's why we only ended up in the 2 to 5 range for most folks. However, we still have round 2 coming in tonight, right? We're not done yet, so don't count it out. I'd say anywhere from an additional 4 to 10 inches of snowfall possible through the rest of the evening into the overnight, with isolated higher amounts, and those isolated higher amounts may be just east of I-44, kind of right in that range. We're going to have to see. It looks like sleet will stay, even though we've had some sleet in Tulsa, Broken Arrow, Bixby. We've had some sleet reported today. It looks like a majority of that will stay to our south. However, some of that may mix in at least over the next hour or two. And then we're going to see a transition to all snow by late tonight. That means all across the area. Some of that could be heavy at times, even in our southern counties. And then wrapping up before noon, by noon tomorrow, with maybe some light snow lingering. So a lot to watch here as we're dealing with this kind of first winter storm of the season. Yeah, we had a trace amount of snow December 1st. Another trace amount January 16th. Those didn't amount to much. Although the December 1st one, we had a couple of inches of snow near Henrietta. So that's it. We haven't really had too much in the way of snowfall here. A lot of people have been wishing for it, been asking. Erica, yes, get ready for more. We've got more coming our way. But do you guys see how I'm bundled up? You guys want to bundle up if you're going to be out tonight or tomorrow. I've been doing these Facebook Lives about 15 minutes, but I haven't had a chance to put my gloves on because I need to be able to hit the camera back and forth. So this may only be a 10-minute. This may only be a 10-minute Facebook Live because I'm freezing out here. For folks who do have to travel out late tonight, maybe you got to work. I know we'll have to come home eventually after the show's over tonight. That's when we are expecting some of the heaviest precipitation to begin to fall. Just make sure you're taking it slow out there. You know, it takes a little bit longer for us to be able to clear the roads out here. And of course, slick travel, if we haven't had any practice since last year, maybe a little rusty on that. So just take it slow tonight, and especially tomorrow morning if you got to get out early. The roads will probably, if we get heavy snow in some parts, the roads will likely not be clear early tomorrow morning. We may have to wait until the afternoon. Again, we told you the coldest morning is on Monday. Should get some sunshine on Monday. That should help melt at least a little bit, but then we'll look at refreezing overnight. Temperatures may not reach the freezing mark until Wednesday. So whatever we get, even this little bit that we have right now, is going to stick around for a while. Steve, you're hilarious. It was an accidental turn on there. Accidentally turned on the ceiling fan with all the lights. Pam, right? Snow is beautiful. Even though I was working all day today, it was nice to kind of sit at my computer and look out the window and see the beautiful snowfall. So if you can't stay inside and admire it from afar, do that. That's probably the best way to do it. Again, this snow is very dry, so not good for making snowmen, but for snow angels, if you want to partake in that, definitely. All right. If anybody has any questions, you can drop them below. We'll try to answer it. Again, Kirsten Lang and I will be live tonight on our show at 10 o'clock. We're going to give you the update on weather. We'll recap what happened last night. We'll tell you why we didn't get that much snow. We'll tell you what's expected in the morning, what's expected tonight, the cold air. And it's just going to be 30 minutes of us and our reporters kind of breaking it down for you. And, yeah, getting you ready. All right, I'm going to cut this a little short because I'm freezing. But everybody stay warm, stay safe tonight.